What's up guys, welcome back to the channel. Finally an update of what's in the bag for you. I've recently partnered with Titleist, so I have 14 Titleist clubs new for me for 2025, and I'm excited to show you guys what I've got, so let's get into it. So starting with the driver, I've got the GT3 8-degree head set on A1, just normal neutral setting. I've got the Ventus TR 6X shaft in it, and it's 44 3/4 inch, a little shorter than standard, but I've always liked shorter driver, just feels easier to control, easier to hit the sweet spot. So that driver's incredible. It's been very fade biased in the best possible way. It just doesn't want to turn over for me. And so it makes it very easy for me to aim down the left side of a hole and trust that it's just going to give me that baby fade without a ton of spin. So that's been such a good club for me. And then the newest club in the bag is going to be this mini driver, the 280. It's 13-degree GT 280. I have it set to the C2 setting, which I think is a little less loft and a little upright, but either way, this is really new, so I haven't got to hit too many balls with it, but it has a Ventus TR 6X Velocore shaft, and it is 43.5 inches, I believe. So new club for me. I haven't had a mini driver before, so excited to get this one out there and try it. So my 3-wood's the GT2 13.5 degree. I've got the Ventus 7X TR black shaft in it, just a really forgiving 3-wood. For me, it's been something that's easy to get up in the air, but obviously at 13.5, I can hit it low if I need to, which you guys see me hit a lot of stingers and stuff. It's pretty easy for me to take a ball flight down, so having a head that gets the ball up in the air is pretty easy to hit is awesome. So this 3-wood's been a good one. It's very quickly become reliable, trusty fairway finder. And then moving into the irons, so I actually have 4 of the new T-Series irons in the bag. My 2-iron is the U505 driving iron. Y'all have already seen some sick stingers with this. I have the Tour AD Graphite Design VF95X hybrid shaft in it. And I actually have the same shaft in my driving 3-iron as well, something a little new. I haven't used a 3-iron in a while, but this is the 250U Titleist T-Series iron. So just a little smaller head, a little less forgiveness, but a little more penetrating ball flight for that 3-iron. So the 2 and 3, even though they're different heads, they're kind of built to be the same functioning club for me, just driving irons to go a little different distances and heights. But the 2-iron will always be in the bag. 3-iron will probably come in and out with the 5-wood, depending on what's going on, what clubs I'm choosing for that course. And then moving into the rest of the irons, so the 4-iron is going to be the new T150, just a little more height and forgiveness than what my 5-through pitching wedge is, which is the T100. So again, T100 pitching wedge through 5, T150 4-iron. These for me, I mean, such a big change. I'm someone who's used for probably a decade some muscle back traditional blades. And so going to something that's got a little technology to it's a change for me, but it's just been the best change possible. I mean, my miss hits just go the same distance as my solid ones. There's just so much forgiveness packed into like a really nice straight leading edge, low offset, clean looking iron. So I've absolutely loved these. Probably 2 weeks in, they've been incredible. And something interesting, I went back to a C-Taper Light 115X KBS Tour C-Taper Light. For me, that's a shaft I used in what's traditionally my favorite set of irons of all time. I used for 7 years. Just some old blades with C-Taper lights. And so when I went to California, when I went to Titleist, we're kind of wrapping up, but I wanted to just hit it. I was like, you know, if you have a C-Taper light, it'd be great to hit it because it's something I just haven't felt in a while, but probably technically played my best golf with it. So we put them in the T100s, the forgiveness combo plus the comfortable, familiar shaft of the C-Taper Light. These irons have just been, I mean, a dream build for me. So super excited about these. You know, my pitching wedge is the T100, like I said, and then I go into 3 Vokeys. I've got a 50, a 54, and a 60. They're bent to 49, 53, and 60. For me, it's just gives me the distance gaps I'm looking for. You know, it doesn't matter at all if your lofts have equal gaps. All you got to care about are the distance gaps equal. And so for me, the 50 goes about, you know, 128 on the stock shot, 54 goes about 115, 60 goes about 100. So about 15 yards between everything. They give me great gaps. I've got 12 bounce on all of them. The 54 and 60 are the 12D, the 50 is the 12F. Pretty straightforward Vokeys. You know, I even use S200 shafts, which if you buy a Vokey off the shelf and it has a wedge flex, it's just an S200. And so just a really familiar feel for me. I grew up chipping with Vokeys off the shelf. And so I built a lot of feel with an S200 shaft. It's soft, but it's kind of heavy at the same time, so it gives you a lot of touch. They should be basically standard line goal with all the wedges and irons. Basically what I do is I get them sent standard and I just tweak them a little bit individually if I need to, but they end up being about standard. Last but definitely not least, my Newport 2 putter. It's just a 2025 studio style Newport 2, exactly like you'd get in a golf store. 33 inches, 2 degrees of loft. This thing's just a beauty. Hopefully there'll be a nice little picture popping up right now. You'll see what I mean. It's just the cleanest, probably the nicest looking Newport style head of all time. So feels incredible. It's so soft. It's got just absolute butter feel off the face. And then I have a dancing Scotty Cameron, pretty traditional black grip on it. So I play a Pro V1, regular old Pro V1. I mark it with a pink through the Titleist. That's what I aim my golf ball, you know, when I'm putting. Of course, head covers are Sugarloaf. Y'all know the drill. Sugarloaf, Jake does 10 for 10% off. We love Sugarloaf. Best head covers in the game. Best everything in the game, if we're being honest. But again, I think the story of the 2025 video here is Titleist, right? It's new to me. I'm not someone who's used Titleist other than Vokeys before. And honestly, you know, you never know what to expect when you switch to clubs that you never hit. Like driver, I'm someone who's used the same driver for like 5 years. Didn't know what to expect, but the Titleist stuff has just been unbelievable. I've played some insanely good golf already. I'm on back-to-back YouTube videos with bogey-free rounds. I think that really speaks to especially how consistent the driver is for me. And now that I have the irons in the bag, I just feel like I'm going to shoot some super, super low scores. So yeah, so that's my what's in the bag for 2025. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button, and we'll see you next time.